Wir sind in der Nähe von Boston. Ich stehe vor dem Haus von Bernhard Lown, dem Friedensnobelpreisträger und dem bekanntesten Kardiologen der Welt, der bei uns sein neues Buch veröffentlicht hat, Heilkunst, Mut zur Menschlichkeit. Das ist bei Schattauer in der Reihe Wissen und Leben erschienen. Und ich habe jetzt einige Fragen an ihn im Gepäck und bin sehr gespannt.
My answer will surprise you.
Okay.
The greatest disease that the world is suffering from is poverty and inequality. Okay. And that is not my point of view. This was the World Health Organization many years ago concluded, excuse me, that the leading cause of disease is poverty. So, because poverty shortens life expectancy, poverty predisposes to all types of illness. It predisposes especially to psychosocial stresses. And of all the risk factors for disease, the most noteworthy is stress. If you have stress, you don't sleep. If you have stress, you have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, you're more predisposed to diabetes, you eat more. It's, if you have the ability to buy food, even. Because in the United States, a rich country like ours, we have 20 million people who go hungry or are without medical care. What do they do with the problems? That's the problem. The problem is that the medical profession now is becoming part of an industrial system. The industrialization and commodification of healthcare, where the patient is no longer a patient but a consumer. Customer who goes out to buy. You buy perfume, you buy health, you buy automobiles, you buy service, whatever. The doctor is a provider, is no longer a doctor.
The same in Germany.
Well, the point is it's not unique to the United States, it's a global phenomenon. And it has to do in large part to the Faustian bargain we have made with technology and business. And now in the United States, the pharmaceutical, the appliance, and the insurance business are the ones who control. And the doctor sits before a computer and does typing. He's become now a typist. And he has to look very carefully of billing. If he bills this category, they get more remuneration than this category. So you have to lay around this. And the doctors are full of resentment. Perhaps one of the unhappiest professions is doctoring. More doctors quit at a young age because they're just fed up. There's a high rate of suicide in American doctors. The answer in short is they cannot manage that.
Okay.
It's when somebody enters medical school, they're full of idealism. They want to do good. In the first year, they go to Africa, they go to Latin America, they volunteer in poor shelters, they do all the things. They want to do good. By the time they reach their third year, there's a transformation. They now want to do well. And they justify their well-meaning by their intent of doing good. Because fundamentally, by the third year in America, they've entered the hospital. The moment they enter the hospital, what do they see? who are the big shots? Who are the people with authority? Those who have some skill in technology, the specialist. And they see and they attach themselves. And now, the most important thing in medicine is mentoring. You know what mentoring is?
Yes.
Where you have a doctor that has experience
Yes.
and compassion.
You had such a good mentor.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
I did. I was very blessed. But if they go in, they see that the big shot is not interested in talking to a patient. Now, rounds in an American hospital, and I'm generalizing, it's the smaller the community, the more things have not changed.
Yes.
The bigger the community, the more it has become sort of a rapid factory system of healthcare. Typically, rounds will be conducted in the morning in a room where they will go over each patient's chart, they'll discuss the signs, and one doctor of the group will go to see a patient. The rest won't even bother. He'll go in, he will not sit down with the patient, he'll stand. And he'll say, how are you feeling today? And the patient will say, well, I have pain here. So, okay, we'll send you for an extra ultrasound, x-ray, this, you need this and this test, and we'll see how you do.
Yeah.
Nobody sits down with a patient. I think most doctors want to be like this. That's why they enter medicine. But their system is sick. The system is sick and frequently corrupt and oriented toward the bottom line. You know, the bottom line is money. So the doctor finds himself shackled, chained to a system like that. But doctors are resisting in many ways. And this will change. Nothing in life is constant. Because the health profession is eager for a transformation, looking for it and organizing in various places all over the United States now. We have started a movement here in Boston to try to get control away from the hierarchy that runs it now. Health should be universally, freely available to all people. Well, it's an important question. The patient has less choice than the doctor. What can the patient do? Go to another doctor, so experience the same thing. And the patient has to begin to be vocal about it. The patient is a victim, and any victim is frequently unable to stop the victimization unless you combine with other groups and form some pressure, social, political pressure, writing letters. Let me give you an example how difficult it is. Patients are in the hospital. They are lying on a gurney, you know, one of those, and they're forgotten in the hallway. They're lying for hours, and they're upset because they're in pain and nobody has time to pay attention to them. So when they're discharged, they tell me that. They say, why don't you write a letter to the director of the hospital and send me a copy so the director will know that I know.
Okay.
And I will then go and speak to them. They say, yeah, I'll do it. Next time I see him, do you write a letter? Oh, no. Supposing I go in there again, and then I'm afraid how they'll treat me. So every time I've encouraged people to do so, it's rare that people do so. Because they feel beholden to the system. They feel they're part of that they have no options, which is wrong. I know that the moment you organize and write a letter to the leading paper, or the local paper, the leading paper is unlikely to treat it, but every community has its own local paper. You write a letter to it, and people read about it. So it creates a different climate of opinion. And you begin to organize. All my life I've organized. I've established probably 15 or 20 different organizations. They did some good, solved some problems.